Okahandja United, if they have supporters here. I have not seen any. One here wearing a replica of Okahandja United. I guess they should be watching from Okahandja now, and perhaps Windhoek.
Yes, I believe so as well, since we brought all this game to them, or close to their doorstep.
Now another chance miscue there, but trying to really find his rhythm there. Another foul, later tackle perhaps from behind. And the referee immediately blowing that whistle. Could be painful there for Philippus. No, that's not Philippus, it's rather Henrico de Klerk. Look at that, trying to kick, and that tackle from behind there, and the process kicking that Okahandja United player. And there he is getting up, and he will continue with play. Philippus Abraham has really cemented his place there at right back, or rather left back, pardon me, for KK Palace. He has been very consistent in that position, isn't it, Sting?
Yes, he has. Another brilliant man to watch, young man to watch when it's coming to his position there, doing what is supposed and expected from him.
And we are live here at the Oshakati Independence Stadium.
It's a very slow game indeed, Chiwaro. Perhaps both teams, they are playing it into safe mode to say, let's just play and see what if something can come on.
As you can see there, goalkeeper comes out to punch, and really was something to talk about there from KK Palace. But then on the other hand, a counter-attack here could be another chance for Okahandja United. Look at that shot, goalkeeper coming out, Abangilo. Making that save this time around. And the young man there in Matthias Ihula just came in this match. Actually passed, rather lay off, but it was much more backwards. Tambongile couldn't really get hold of that one. Another chance there for KK Palace with Elias Mbongo.
Yes, KK Palace responding there positively after they were threatened with that shot from the strike of Okahandja.
The supporters coming into this field here. You can see them way back there, the lady with the red trouser there. Probably making her way to the pavilion as well. Is it a trouser or I'm not sure how you would call those. But yes.
It is what it is.
Jean, I'm not so sure, but yeah, at least I could identify her with some color of what she is wearing. Yeah. Oh, really funny. But yes, game on, as there is perhaps a lack of communication, or the player there deciding to kick that one away. I think on such occasions, the goalkeeper should actually, communicate much more better to say there is no one behind you, and I can get to that ball for now.
Of course.
Yes. Yes, Steve?
Yes, of course. And I think the defender was not so sure and aware, but the goalkeeper probably didn't shout enough to say, look, you are alone. I'm behind you. Let me handle it. You see?
Oh yes, you can clearly see that he actually communicated. It's just that there was no trust there from the defender.
Could be the trust issue, yes.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that the goalkeeper really being very angry there, rather frustrated. Setati, a long one. That's a nasty fall there for that player, and the referee sees nothing wrong with that one. And a big clearance there. That was a bit awkward fall for the young man there in Bishita Shiriange. Thabang Setati has came to play today, it seems to me.
Yes, he's really enjoying himself there in the middle of the park today.
Failed to handle that one, and playing there from the back. Perhaps something very positive from KK Palace, always building there from behind.
Yes, and most of the time they only used to manage doing that in their second game. Probably that they grow some more confidence.
20 minutes into the first half, and it is still 0-0 here. KK Palace, Okahandja United. Not so sure if they are still trying to try out each other here. But it is game on. Another good one there from Okahandja United. Beautiful play. Nakambare. And he's offside there. Nakambare had a very good game yesterday. Coming on as a sub and scoring that one. Score confirmation. KK Palace 0, Okahandja United 0. 20 minutes gone. And I was saying a lot about the heat here up in the north. But one of our camera ladies here told me one thing to say. Our camera lady told me one thing to say, you know, it's not about the heat. One can actually enjoy the heat, but then the burning part, when you burn, when the sun burns you, that's not the cool part. Then you would realize that, no, something is really wrong here. It is not Ayoba. But then otherwise, you know, being so hot, it is still fine. One can still enjoy that. There are those that really enjoy the heat.
Yes, there are those that enjoy the heat, especially the Europeans.
Yes.
They came here for that, specifically for that
Just
heat.
to,
yes,
you know, to sunbathing. They call it sunbathing.
definitely. And you know what, Chuaromi, I'm done complaining about the heat since I'm an African.
Yeah.
And Namibian for that matter. So, and from the north, it's become now, it's a norm.
Yeah, it's a norm.
Yes.
Yeah, like right now we are under the shade, so look at that! Another one there! Vixen! Shibute getting on the score sheet again! And they celebrate KK Palace. Vixen Shibute taking his tally of goals to 11. The young man they're celebrating, really. He has been a thorn, the striking force of KK Palace. There it is to confirm the goals. 11 goals, not so far from the ones that might be having 14 to 15 goals this season. Look at that.
Definitely a goal out of nowhere, just like the first goal that he scored yesterday, the first goal of KK Palace. Even this one, if you can see, he was just going there to give pressure to the defender and defender unaware that the danger man is behind him, and then he got another early Christmas present.
Another one there. Oh, seems to me as if KK Palace now has waken up.
And for me, this is really what they need to do. Even if they are not playing so well, they just need to score and make sure at least they win the game, or they draw if they want to keep their position in top 8.
And KK Palace there, score confirmation 1, Okahandja United 0. And how are they going to respond?
I'm sure it's too early to write them off, as we witnessed yesterday, the game between Chula Chula and Okahandja United. They can really respond aggressively.
Yes. I think there is a water break for now, as we have been talking about the heat here. Then another chance here for the coaches to have a word with their players. And there they are, still spaces there in that pavilion. Obviously still waiting for many of them to come through at 3:30 when we bring them, when Chula Chula will be hosting Bucks Buccaneers blockbuster match that awaits us at 3:30.
Yes, and another faces there in the mix on the PEV. I saw Coach Kochile, the assistant coach of under 17, Namibia under 17 boys. So he's also in the mix, he's watching the game. Probably if there were boys that are under 17 playing for this both team, we could say he's coming for scouting. Or he's here for scouting.
Maybe. So you can see there that go look at that. Dixon Shibute just push there and brilliantly taken, isn't it?
Yes, very brilliant taken.
As we are back on this match here after the water break, as it stands, it is KK Palace occupying a 5th position with 45 points as it stands, and 11 Arrows are still on 8th position with the Blue Waters, the 2 coastal teams there, just coming into that top 8. They would wish it ends like this. They would wish and hope to win their matches so that they are part of the top 8 tournament. And imagine if they are in that top 8 tournament, the first or the second week or the is it the quarterfinals, yes, that will be played in Swakopmund. It will be almost like playing at home for them.
Yes, it will be very big advantage for them.
Yeah.
And given if you have 2 coastal teams on top 8, then you have another 2 teams from the north on top 8, and then probably 2 from Windhoek, if I'm Ongos and Stars. You know the pictures that is showing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we might have two teams from Windhoek, two teams from the north, yeah, and two teams from the coast.
Yes.
Well balanced.
Well balanced. It's another corner for KK Palace there, as they intend to come with another brilliant attack. But it was cancelled, intercepted by the defender of Okahandja, which resulting into a corner for KK Palace. We are still waiting for the corner to be taken by KK Palace.
By KK Palace, look at that! And really fighting hard. Another goal there! Pulling one ahead again. And it is the young man there. Look at the celebrations. Is that de Klerk, Henrico?
Definitely a very brilliant goal from the young defender there.
That is de Klerk, Henrico, the goal scorer. Imagine he is a right back. And doing brilliantly there. Look at that. Like just positioning it right there. I mean the header.
Yes, a well taken header there by the young man. There is a confirmation. KK Palace 2 and Okahandja United 0. 30 minutes into the first half.
Now how is Okahandja United going to respond here?
I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for them now to respond from a 2-0 down, especially in the first half. And probably they'll come in with a different strategy and game plan in the second half if it's not too late for them. There is the second goal scorer.
And now a throw in there for KK Palace, leading by 2 goals to 0. Look at that throw in again there, trying to clear the lines. Really not doing well, and de Klerk again. Look at that. KK really.
Yes, what a waste of opportunity by KK there. They could have been 3-0 up now with that shot that lacked a little bit of pace and accurate.
Right, and talking of goal scored now for, I mean, in the whole season for KK Palace, they have scored so far 39 goals so far.
That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals.
No wonder they occupy 5 or rather 5th position now. And they are here, the supporters not so worried. I believe so. Look at that. Really having fun here. Even taking on players pushed off. That is de Klerk again.
I think that was a brilliant piece of play there from KK. Those 1-2 and the triangle passes, and Van Wyk was trying to take on the defender there, and then the defender was like, I'm also a defender like you, so I'll defend you, either I defend you or I'll defend the ball.
Yes. We are not yet so sure as to where the trophy is staying. We are not so sure where the trophy is now. Is it perhaps somewhere here? Look at that, another chance here for KK Palace. Look at that, another save there from the goalkeeper. And free kick there for Okahandja United, and really KK Palace are pressing and threatening this time around, Stain.
And Chiwaro, I'm telling you, KK Palace goals are coming out of nowhere where you not expect them to score. But yes, it was another brilliant chance there. I think a crossing came in, a header, the goalkeeper made a save that I couldn't handle it so well and safe. And then KK Palace, the number 14 there, get a 10. And it was almost a goal again from Vixen. You know, the guy is just lucky. He's always on the right position on the right time.
And I think that is Malakia Handudi, the goalkeeper of Okahandja United. Just came on for this match. He was on the bench yesterday.
And for me, really look a little bit shaky.
Yeah. I think for a team like Okahandja United, they have got nothing to lose really. So they won't even make it to the top 8, say, if they win this match here. So I think the approach from the coach, giving players, you know, a chance to play, that's actually good from the coach.
Yeah, it is good to give your player game time, especially at the end of the season, and they also have that courage to to carry on with the team and have faith and put more hard work when it's coming to next season.
Another header there. Okahandja United looking at perhaps trying to pull one back. Is that a foul? Yes, a foul. And look at that dust, and that player is all dirty, man.
And we thought he's playing on the lawn. That's a dust on top of the lawn.
Yeah.
That's what our stadium is.
Yeah.
There is nothing much that we can do now, but hopefully after the league is done, the management of the stadium, they will have to sit and say, look guys, let's do something again.
I mean, it is a very good stadium, this one, to host matches.
Of course,
just need to take care of the lawn there. Grass, I mean, in terms of capacity, should be one of the best stadiums.
Yes, and given the position where it is, you know, people can just walk here. I mean, half of the crowd can just walk here without even taking a cab, and that's the good about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and remember we have another pitch there, almost 7 kilometers out of Oshakati, but the problem there is no shade, but their grass is so good at Mbadu.
Oh, yes.
So, but yeah, it's just there the shade is, there's no shade, and that's make it more a little bit
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yes. And another artificial one at Okahandja. Yes, we have another on your way to Shikuku, Wakana Road. There's another one from Oshakati. I think another 4 or 5 kilometers. There's an artificial one where most of the games now, like the 2nd division, 3rd divisions, likely even the league, the legend leagues are being played there. But it's also not friendly when it's coming to these type of temperatures. Normally we hope to play after maybe 5 where...
Yeah, it is a bit cooler.
Yeah.
Yes, as they are making their way onto the stadium here, still waiting for the big one to come up at 3:30 this afternoon. And there they are, not so sure as to what she is reading at. Perhaps just checking her changes after buying something.
I think so. Since she didn't get the receipt,
yeah.
So she want to make sure
yeah.
it's the right change.
Look at that, a goalkeeper rather opting to leave that one.
Yes, and he was so... Yes, another score update there.
Yeah.
Between Tigers and Mighty Gunners. Tigers 1 and the Mighty Gunners 2. First half on Transit.
As it stands, Mighty Gunners again occupying the third position there with 49 points. And the competition is between them with FC Ongos, who will take the third spot. And FC Ongos can only do that if they beat African Stars. They need to beat African Stars to occupy the third place. And mind you that the third place is also coming with some incentives. There is a prize to it. So you would want to take advantage of the possible, or rather points that are available to you. Grab them and get a fee or some compensation or winning prize as the third place winner in the league.
Well, of course, Chuaro, it's not always that you can play for Mahara. So their sweat have to be incentivized.
Yes.
And it's up to them if they want to get huge or small incentives. So they have to prove it.
There we have it, the score confirmation, KK Palace 2, Okahandja United 0. We have it at the 40-minute mark. 5 minutes left in this first half, plus some additional time. We'll hear from the fourth official as to how many minutes they are going to add. Now, trying to play there from the back. I can hear some of the spectators here screaming a shoke, I guess, and I believe they should be here, perhaps entering the stadium, I'm not so sure. Now, in these last minutes here, Okahandja United attacking. Could be another opportunity there. Kick! Shot and blocked by the goalkeeper there, Abongile. Grootboom is here. There he is. A man that sacrificed so much for KK Palace. From look at that! Another chance there for Okahandja United. I guess that is the captain, Waunja Nakambare, and he has been waiting. Waunja Maunju Ruri.
Waunja. Yes, I think that was another brilliant move there from Okahandja, and then Grootboom came to the rescue of KK Palace, and then which resulting to a corner there. A very, very brilliant pass. I think the striker there for Okahandja failed to control it, so he can take a shot undisturbed, but Grootboom was there, and that's his duty.
Waunjarure Nagambare, yesterday when he came on, really made that necessary change and was on the scoring sheet for his team in Okahandja United. One of those brilliant players that you can rely on.
Yes, a very strong player.
Just need to get good suppliers of through passes. And he can show you a thing or two. As you can see him there, just waiting for that through pass there. Nakambara, I believe he can give them something.
Yes, if he's given free room to maneuver there and space to control the ball, or those rebounds, is always quick to respond to the rebounds.
There's a yellow card there for Hambongo. Elias Hambongo getting a yellow card.
And he's not happy.
That's all I can say for now.
Yes, Chula supporter there, just waiting for their match. No, feel like they are not interested on this one.
Yellow card confirmation. Elias Hambongo getting a yellow card there, and on the other hand there, another shot from Okahandja United. However, not accurate, or perhaps it took a deflection, and it will be a corner kick there for Okahandja. Still waiting on how many minutes will be added. Look at that. And scrambles around there, and really not so sure as to what is happening there, as none of the players, the defense cannot clear. Strikers there cannot take shots. And goes out for a throw-in. As you can see there, 2 minutes of optional time. The throw in again. I'm telling you, so far, I think KK Palace have relaxed, since they are actually leading by 2-0 here.
Yes, very, very relaxing.
Out, Bongile Rodwam. 1 minute already played from the 2 optional times, or rather from the 2 minutes that are added. We have played 1 minute of those.
Well played there by the defender of Okahandja.
Coming in, taking a shot, and not really effective. Will be a long throw in there. Zetati trying to run out with that one, push off the ball. And the referee says it is a foul there for Okahandja United. Perhaps one last chance here to attack, because we have played the 2 minutes that were added. Another free kick there for Okahandja United with Josep Abongile. And for now, the referee says it is half time, as it is KK Palace leading by 2-0 against Okahandja United. Shikute scoring though on the 23-minute mark, and then Victor Henrico de Klerk adding another one to KK Palace at 30 minutes there. And it is half time for now, as the two players goes to the dressing room to perhaps take some more final instructions there from the coaches, as there is another player there, or rather a team talk there from KK Palace players. I mean, Stein, your take on the first half, how was it for you?
Yes, though it was not an exciting first half, apart from the goals that we have seen or that KK scored, I think it was fair enough for both teams that KK scored 2 goals and that makes them still secure their place on top 8. And as for Okahandja, definitely it did not go as maybe they have planned, as I wish they could have wanted at least to go on half time with a 0-0 or at least on a draw. But KK proved to be a little bit strong for them, especially when the defenders of KK's and of Okahandja making a silly mistake that cost them those 2 goals. And I hope they are going to talk about that and come back very, very strong on the second half.
As you can see there, the half-time statistics there, 6 attempts there from KK Palace, with 3 from Okahandja United. And the match was clean with only 1 yellow card there from KK Palace. And ball possession, Okahandja has got the upper hand with 51% opposed to 49% that of KK Palace. Other than that, it is KK Palace 2, Okahandja United 0. Mid-due again after for the second half.
There we go. The competition is tight. Please into the picking. 260 to game out. First time I put the 4-4 on the giver. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, put the 4-4 on the giver. It's something. We'll share the 250, everybody gets 125, 125. If this comes, then I'm going to check the money. That is end up in the school. Time is limited. Time is limited. Time is limited. Let's do it faster. Let's do it faster. Time is limited. It's time is limited. Let's do it faster. Faster, faster.
Welcome back for this second half of the match. That is KK Palace versus Okahandja United, and it is 2-0 for now, as we wait as to how Okahandja United is going to respond to this. Then again, they have got nothing to lose really here. Okahandja United, all the way from the garden town of Okahandja. There are those that will be watching from Ochibaronga as well. Also sure if would be supporting Okahandja. But yes, it is game on, as this is the final 45 minutes of this match. It is the final match of these two teams here in the 2025-2026 season. It is now, it is next season. If you don't collect points now, you would have to wait for next season to start from the beginning, to start afresh, to rebuild. That is where they say going back to the drawing board and see where you have wronged and what you can improve on. And I guess it goes with all the teams that has survived or that will be playing the Premier League next season. He's again going back to the drawing board, especially if you did not make it to the top 8, or even though you are in the top 8, you would want to perhaps go back to the drawing board and see how you can improve on perhaps even winning the league. Look at that! Another mistake there from the defense of Okahandja United with Vixen Shivute. Now, the referee says it's offside. I mean, staying between these two teams now. Or let's rather talk of Okahandja United for now. What do they need to do to really come back and at least at a point finish on a high note or even win the game?
Yeah, I think it's not easy, but what they need to do, they need to have to hold the ball, have more ball possession, try to frustrate KK Palace, especially in the middle of the pack, and see what they can get out or they can get out from the ball position. Like we saw yesterday when they were playing Chula Chula, they were doing that very much well, and they were holding Chula Chula in the middle, and that's the thing that they have, the same thing they have to start now, by holding the ball, they're in the middle of the park, win the game, they're in the middle of the park, and try to pass those beautiful through pass to their strikers, and hopefully they will get something out from them.
Romeo Hausiku, the player that was injured there is Romeo Hausiku, and I see here there is a goalkeeper, is it Abongile Kruedboom. That's just what happened there with him, but looks like he is ready to proceed with his match. That's Kelvin Akper. Another substitution there. It seems as if Romeo Hausiku couldn't go further with his match here, and their number 2 there. We'll just confirm that substitution in a moment. Akper again the man to clear his last line of defense. Leo Itembu just came in. Another free kick there for KK Palace. What can they make out of that one? Poor kick, really. Or rather, not so sure if that is the Ondangwa CEO, Ismail. He is also here amongst us. And he is really enjoying himself, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. You can tell from his smile, the way he's giving more support there and shouting to the boys of KK Palace.
Left corner kick there. They raised three of them from Okahandja United attacking that ball, and as you can see that the substitution confirmation, Leo Elago Itembu coming in, and then Romeo Hausiku coming off. It is game on there in the background. I'm not so sure if that is players of Oshakati Chula Chula or is it supporters, because they all wear the same jerseys. Wouldn't make out if it's players or supporters. Now, Vixen. Little push there, and it is a foul from Elias Hambongo, a man that is currently on a yellow card. If he gets a second yellow card, he will be getting off, or he will be sent off. Tonateni Haindongo. That's the defender of Okahandja United, the number 4. There is Boy Mokatu with the coach, Richard Garizep, former player of Orlando Pirates. Another opportunity here for Okahandja United, and that cross comes in. Cleared. Yeah, shot over the crossbar. I mean, disappointing really, but you can see the plans or the idea, Stein.
Yes, the idea was there. Just that I couldn't put it a little bit down and target where he wanted to go. Yeah, but yeah, it was the idea was really good to take a shot on target.
Obviously waiting for the big one. That is at 3:30 this afternoon. Oshakati Chula Chula will be up against Buccaneers. African Stars obviously taking on Angos FC. Can't wait for that blockbuster. Goal rush and everything that comes with it.
Man, oh man.
As we wait and wait. Remember that the build-up for that matches will be at 2:30 on NBC1. That is where you will be able to follow the build-up. We'll give you more analysis from the studio. And both games will kick off at the same time, which is 3:30. And at the end of that games, we would know as to who are the champions of the Namibian Premier Football League. It's a tough one. There are those supporters that will be disappointed. There are those that will be celebrating. Not so sure as to from which side. And now we have Okahandja United with Engilio Wahosep with that corner kick. that corner nicely there. Headed the call out for a handball. And the referee points to the ball and say play on. Referee was really not interested in that, and look at that, could be another opportunity here. 2-on-2, and rescue. The big clearance there under pressure from the young man there in Bishita Shiriange. Look at that. Shiriange, the last there to get to that one, and missed that ball. Where was he looking at? Elias Hambongo.
Yes, I think he definitely took his eyes from the ball, and he miskicked it. A player of his caliber, we could have at least make it count there. It was a great opportunity for him to shine this weekend, since he couldn't overshadow Vixen, and at least today it was his opportunity to be on a scoreboard.
As you can see, there is substitutions confirmation. Ruben Nkama and Lovi Kahiru coming on. Now, trying to chase that one, to give it a chase, but couldn't get to that one. Rather a long one there for for Okahandja United. Haven't really threatened that much in this second half, as we are the team that is trailing. Sutati. The wrong move there, as Vixen Shibute just ran off the ball there. Nakambare for now still struggling there up front for Okahandja United. Perhaps they're not getting those supplies. That's a little bit of a push from behind from Kahiru. Not from Kahiru rather.
I think Nakambare is well overwatched there by the defender of KK Palace.
And that is Philippus Abraham taking care of Nakambare there. And now Shiriange, that long one. That's not a nice fall from up there. And as you can see, they're shaking his head. Will he be able to continue with play? I don't think so. As he shakes his head. Look at that, a beautiful catch. Unfortunately, just falling upwardly. Falling upwardly there, and you can see they're really shaking his head. Not so sure if that is an indication to say I won't be able to continue. There is some noise happening here at the stadium. There is noise happening as they come in. There you have it, just to confirm. Oshakati Chula versus Bucks Buccaneers at 3:30. It will be on NBC2, YouTube channels of NBC. What have they brought here? Not so sure as to what that is. Maybe something that they are selling. Very determined supporter there. Malakia Handudi. So there, Philippus Abraham really taking care of things there in the defense.
Let the ball on it. Push him after it. Oh, it's like you're too tiny.
Massive one. Can't wait for a studio build-up as well. Studio build-up would be at 2:30 this afternoon. Exactly an hour before kickoff of the two matches that are upcoming. League deciders. And I can't wait for the goal rush as well.
Yes,
That mistake there again, Abongile and Nakambare taking his chances there, but it took a deflection and went out. I'm not so sure as to where Abongile, why he was in a hurry.
Yes, I think Chuaro, they are already leading 2-0, and obviously they need this game. So for him, he's the one who have to read with his experience, be on the front line at least to control the game and put the game to their pace.
That corner kick there, Abongile again called into action.
Yes, there is the ball. I think he was aiming to Elias there, and he miskicked that ball, which is almost resulting into a goal. And then Akambare trying his luck. Unfortunately, it was intercepted for corner.
Now another strong run there. Ball is out. And, really somewhat disappointing is that none of these two teams really can play those 1-2, finding teammates. Game really flowing for either sides here. All that you can see for now is that it is nobody's ball for now. It's only herders that are currently being played now. Another long one there. Trying to locate Ngambare. Corner, a cross that comes in there. Disappointing cross. He's one player there that is trying to take responsibility, taking on some 3 players there. And as you can see there, Calvin Akbar going down, holding his ankle.
I'm not sure of what really happened there. So he was trying to clear the ball. The Eagles was trying to clear the ball, and then I think the trailing leg or foot got touched there by the striker of Okahandja United. Yes, and Chuaro, as you said, I think what KK need to do now, they need to get someone even from the bench that can at least control the game. So they can put up, they can control the tempo of the game, and Okahandja can play to their tune.
As we are still waiting here for the KK Palace to extend their lead, or Okahandja United to stage a great comeback here. Palace trying to move forward there. It's a foul. not really a match or game that is flowing here, Stein, because most of the times you would see perhaps the other team making a pass, not reaching a teammate, intercepted, making those long balls. There's no interconnection passes between teammates here.
Of course, Chuaro, this game is becoming a little bit, boring, and we don't really see players edging to give us more that exciting game, and perhaps maybe KK, because they are leading 2-0 and then they feel like as long as they are playing, they already won this one, and yet Okahandja also doesn't want to come to party, as we saw yesterday disturbing Chula's game.
Ricardo Isaacs on a yellow card. Trying to move forward here is KK Palace. Trying a long one, way off target. And some activities happening there on the bench. As you can see, there are two players ready to come on. Sitati. Strong run there, but then to nowhere. Was possessed. From the back there for KK Palace. Stringing 2-3 passes there. He get to that one. Bongani to Basep. Nice layoff. Goalkeeper there fumbles. And there is some substitutions that are happening, or that is happening. Both teams making 2 subs. Seven, 22 for Okahandja. Goalkeeper there is making sure that substitutions confirmation there is Kahimi is coming on, and Okeri Hango also coming on. Okeri Hango started the match yesterday, and today was relegated to the bench. So we've got around 20 minutes left before end of this match. Going forward, Mbongo, De Klerk, Victor and Dixon Shibute also out. So we have Talaluka and Vilo coming on. Both top goal, both the scorers, Dixon Shivute, as well as Victor Henrico de Klerk. Akper making that time there for a defender. Goalkeeper needs to head at that one. It was a bit dangerous there, Stein.
Very, very dangerous to give a back pass to the goalkeeper, putting him under pressure. And let's not forget the brilliant step over there by the defender of KK Palace.
Now KK Palace somehow trying to press forward. Very good play there. KK Palace coming in and a shot! Wasting that opportunity there. Wasted opportunity, Andreas Shanika. Look at that. It was just too high for him there. Couldn't really make that powerful connection. Andreas Shanika.
Yeah, I think it was a brilliant crossing there from the wing, and then there was a little bit of maybe miscommunication there between Shanika and Ambongo, and I think those are the brilliant moves that we need to see, and especially the sub. There's the overstepping from the defender there, brilliantly done.
Kelvin Akbar throwing away Nakambare there, leaving him for dead. And it is a water break here, refreshment break for both teams as we approach the end of this second half, waiting for the big one. Really waiting for the big one. Taking selfish, or rather selfish, not selfish. But yes, as you can see that the CEO again, Mr. Ismail, having fun with fellow citizens here. And today's game on here as we approach the end of this match here with only around say 15 minutes left, or just a little bit more than 15 minutes left. Look at that. Well defended as that player there was lining up to take that shot. And now trying to cheat the goalkeeper there, didn't work. As we have the score updates elsewhere, Young African 0 against Live Fighters. Rundu Chiefs there, 11 Arrows leading by a goal to 0, and that is the second half that is on. As you can see there, Tigers after winning by 7 goals yesterday, they are trailing, and now as it stands you can notice that 11 Arrows have jumped up to 6th position there. Unam coming down to 7, Blue Waters on 8th position. They are not safe either. And at the summit there, the two contenders, it won't change for now. But as soon as that match starts, whoever will be scoring, whoever will be trailing, we expect that position there, number 1 and 2, to always switch. But yeah, we will talk about that when we come there.
Definitely Chiwaro, and you can also see Mighty Gunners overtook now Ongos to third position, and again those position will switch, or they will changes possibly on the next games.
Yes, very well observation there, Stein, as there is a player there that is down, but then cannot really continue with play this afternoon. And number 6 there for Okahandja United coming on. We'll just make sure as to who that is. The open stand, that side is still empty. It is still empty, as we can see there. Perhaps would be filled up as times comes closer. Such as Wizep coming on there. Wizep coming on. Now KK Palace on the move here. And it would be an opportunity here, but look at that, still trying to play those small passes. Another cross there to nowhere. And it goes out to, I mean, for a not out really well controlled, but Tabang Zetati. It's a beautiful cross coming in there. Would have been an opportunity, but then offside, says the referee. And still waiting for the big one. Time is fast approaching here, as Oshakati will be hosting Bucks Buccaneers on NBC2, as well as the NBC YouTube channels. Remember that the build-up will start at 2:30 this afternoon on NBC1, where African Stars will also host FC Ongos this afternoon at 3:30. Blockbuster of matches coming up. And remember the goal rush. Lock standings as it is will be brought up here for the graphic guys, and we would be able to see as to which team is occupying which position as goals have been scored, everything. You will be abreast with what is happening here in Oshakati, as well as what will be happening in Windhoek at the Independence Stadium. Beautiful play there by KK Palace. There by Shiriange Bishita. KK Palace player there, number 25, also preparing to come in. Shindima. was Tabang Setati that went out, that went off. Chindima we just have a moment to be introduced now. There is the substitution. Chindima coming on and Tabang Setati coming off. Lions. Played well so far in the season, really. One of the teams, especially playing away, would collect points. As I remember, they collected points. Look at that score line there. Second half, Mighty Gunners running havoc on Tigers, leading there by 5-1.
I think Chuaro Tiger runs out of their goals today. I mean, they used up all the energies on their goals yesterday when they won 7. So that's the result of today. It could be.
I think maybe they have finished their goals yesterday. That is Tigers.
Definitely. It shows today on today's fixture.
They have finished their goals yesterday, Tigers. Look at Abongile Flodguam. The Shandumbala boys, Tigers on the move. One of the biggest teams here in Namibia with a rich history has been relegated. Not so sure where they gather in Shandumbala. Otherwise, I could have visited them to just comfort them as well. The Shandumbala boys. There is a big wall somewhere there in Shanghai Street with the branding of Tigers Football Club. Not so sure if that is where they gather. Wouldn't mind going there to meet them, just to give a word of encouragement for them to perhaps bounce back and come back to the Premier League in a season or so. Big one that is coming up at 3:30. Remember that one. Hey, Shreke, Chula Chula. And they are already singing here on the stands. They can't wait. And I can't wait too. And I believe Stein can't wait too also.
We all can't wait tomorrow. I believe the whole nation supporter of Chula Chula and the supporter also of African Star. Probably they also can't wait.
Everybody can't wait. The players as well, I believe. It's either they are crowned here or it is in Windhoek where African Stars will be crowned. It's either here or in Windhoek. It can't be in Walvis Bay. It can't be in Khubabas. Neither in Rundu. Not even in Shibarongo. But it would be either Oshakati or Windhoek. History will be made this afternoon. I mean, even for a Chula Chula to come out second, if that is the case this afternoon, it would still be history.
And on another news is the African Star is saying they want to equal the record of Black Africa.
Yes. And they have a very, very good opportunity this afternoon, that is African Stars. All that they need to do is to win their game. Simple as that. No rocket science there.
But will that be easy for them playing against Ongos?
Might be easy, might not. Heaven knows how Ongos is going to play. Might be that African Stars comes to the party and possibly winning by 5-0. It is possible. Or even be beaten by Ongos by 10-0.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Seems to me really that Okahandja here is struggling to get on to the scoring sheet. As we are left with some 3 minutes at least. Shiriange. Should say Nakambare had a full game this afternoon. There he is, Nakambare, trying to take that shot. And well over the crossbar. There he is, really disappointed with himself, Nakambare, isn't it?
No, he is. As short as he is, and then you expect him to hit those low balls, but unfortunately it went up in the air. Hope I didn't do some damages or kill some bats. You remember we have bats flying on the other side.
Obviously birds that would be drinking water from Shanas. And this is the assistant referee. Last minutes of this match, he is getting up and making his voice heard. Another free kick there for Okahandja United. Last throw of the dice, but we are still waiting to see as to how many minutes here will be added.
Maybe they will get a consolation goal there.
Will be interesting if they can score here and 5 minutes is added. Might have a chance of perhaps even winning this match. Anything can really happen. In the air only. Bongo. Totally failing to control that one.
Zambongo is really trying to control the tempo of the game there now. Dropping the ball, put it down and say, where are you guys? Let's play. And that's what KK is supposed to do now. Get the ball, don't rush, wait for support, start playing. Knocking that ball into open space and then frustrating the opponent or the visitors until they can't no more.
There we have it, 3 minutes of optional time here. It will be over soon. A long one there, but I can tell you now that I think has Okahandja United given up. It would perhaps also be his last season here. Perhaps hanging his boots. He's really has dedicated his football career here with KK Palace since second division, first division, and now the Premier League as well. Those are the players that should be appreciated by the supporters, isn't it?
Yes,
a player that has really dedicated his playing football career to a team for so long.
Yes, I think these are the players that deserve some special awards.
It is just to say thank you. Foul there, and there is a card coming out there for Shiriange Nishita. Very unhappy player there in Hambongo Elias. Ricardo Isaka, there was a yellow card. Nishita Shiriange, that's the right one there. Nishita Shiriange, player that just got a card there. Just to confirm on that one. 3 minutes are up as we just wait for the referee to end this one. And it is end of the match here as KK Palace claims the 3 points against Okahandja United by winning by 2 goals to 0. Shivute Vixen on the 23rd minute scoring that one, and De Klerk as well on the 30th minute getting a second goal there for KK Palace, and it is all over. I think KK Palace now should be somewhat in the fourth, somewhere there in the top 4 if I'm not mistaken, or perhaps as I think top 8. They are very safe for now, as the referees make their way off the pitch. Very good match there as we go to the touchline to hear from the coaches.
Right, Coach. Thank you so much for joining us. It is the last game of the season, a 2-0 win. Maybe just sum up the team season for us.
Well, I want to thank the Almighty for a beautiful Sunday with a beautiful result, 2-0. Last match of the season. I'm happy. The boys fought for it. We have been not doing well past 2-3 games. Draw, lose. Then we redeem ourselves today. So well done to the boys.
Right, maybe just take us through when you walked into this game today, what was the thinking like?
I know, I just told the boys, let's go enjoy ourselves. So we maintain our top 5 possession, which was, when we started the season, our plan was to remain in a top 5. So I think it's a job well done to the whole technical team.
Thank you so much for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to talk to the coach of Okahandja United. Coach, it's the last game of the season. Maybe just take us through your team season before we talk about the loss today.
Yeah, I think we didn't do like we wanted, but the most important thing is that we kept our Premier League status, which means we didn't get relegated, so we managed to stay up. So that's one of the main objectives that has been there. So we did achieve it, although we didn't get into the top 8, which we wanted to get. So we just have to get back and prepare maybe for the next season, whenever the season starts, and do better than what we did now.
Just before we let you go, maybe any final words that you'd like to share?
I just hope that the football gets better in the country, because we know that we want to get to a semi-professional or the next level. So I hope that we get that football gets more sponsors so that it can improve the game.
Thank you so much for joining us.
As you can, as you have heard from the coaches there, the coach of KK Palace being happy with the 3 points that they have now, and Richard Garizep there, just hoping that football will improve and get more sponsors. But then full-time statistics, saying that we have 7 attempts from both teams here. And, on target 7 as well for KK Palace and Okahandja United with 3. And offsides 1-1 there. And ball possession, is that the true reflection? 51% for KK Palace, 49?
Yeah, I think it's a true reflection, especially on the last minute of the game. KK come to party, where you can see they were holding to the ball, giving those, those balls to the wing, with Mbongo also trying to control the game, then give the balls to the wing so they can get those crosses whipping, and it could be the true reflection of the game.
Now going through the highlights of this match here in the second half, as you can see there, really Okahandja United trying to push there with that header. But then it was not to be really for them this afternoon. Look at that. Another opportunity there that was for KK Palace, and look at that, this thing.
Yeah, it's a player of his caliber like Mbongo. We were not expecting him to miss that ball. Probably he took his eyes off the ball, and that's why he made that miss kick.
As you can see there, the goalkeeper coming to that one. But then Akper, look at that. Nice dummy there, throwing away Nakambare. But then another back play that was, and the goalkeeper there just on his line, trying to header that one away. And that was that cross there coming through, and what an opportunity really. Ball was just a bit higher, hence he couldn't really connect. Look at that, and for now, I think Stein, thank you very much for coming through. I guess we are going to be together again for the second match of this next match, that is Eshoke Chula Chula against Bucks Buccaneers. For now, Mampudi, I'll be back in a moment.